talking, banging on the floors. You don't even know how to shut the door properly. It's like bang, boom, boom. I am so angry, like.
The footage you're watching here shows an altercation between a student and a resident on a street in Jesmond during University Freshers' Week in Newcastle. With the number of students living in Newcastle having risen by 20,000 since 2001, they all need a place to live. And where do many of them end up?
Jesmond.
Jesmond. Yeah, we live together.
Jesmond.
Jesmond.
We've had a look at one in Jesmond.
I live in Jesmond right now.
Jesmond.
We're on the same street as the metro and the shops, which is pretty good.
I really like the area. It's very social. A lot of my friends live there, and it's very residential, so it's quite quiet compared to the city.
Because everyone lives there.
I mean, everyone just wants to live in Jesmond, don't they?
So Jesmond really is the place to be. According to the Chronicle, in 2017, there were over 8,800 student homes in Newcastle City, a number that has risen by 31% in just 1 year. I spoke to Cathy Cunningham, chair of the Jesmond Residents Association, about her experiences with students in Jesmond. Are the students of Jesmond a regular topic of discussion or an issue that is brought up within the JRA, and if so, with regards to what?
Well, one thing that we try to do is to keep a balanced view and to see, positive things as well. But generally when people do talk to us about students, a lot of people do complain because their biggest gripe is antisocial behaviour. And if you were to have a meeting of the JRA, an open meeting, you would get a lot of people along, and if it was about antisocial behaviour, a lot of comments would be negative, yes.
You said that within the JRA you might get complaints regarding antisocial behaviour
Yes.
from students. Can you specify what this might be? Can you maybe give us an example?
It would be about somebody having a house party and maybe having hundreds of people there, and having bouncers on the door, and people who are doctors not being able to get in sleep all night and not being able to function at work, and it goes on night after night.
Yes, there are people who have a very negative view of students. That would be fair to say. And that's something that we're trying to redress. We need to redress the balance and live in harmony.
What do you think that they can do, students, to respect the area and respect local residents more?
I think it's about just maybe going, introducing yourself, when you move in. If you are going to have a party, letting neighbours know, being mindful, being respectful. After midnight, maybe lower the noise a little bit, make sure people leave quietly. And just be mindful and respectful of other people, because we're all going to grow older one day and it happens very quick.
No, I just wish we could all get along together, and maybe if students could get involved with more voluntary work as well. It's just all about communication and respecting each other and accepting each other.
I think Jesmond enjoys its student population. It's a much more vibrant place when the students are around. And during the long summer months, we kind of miss them. But we do wish that when they're out late at night, they wouldn't keep shouting to each other across the street. I think that's about it, really.
I'm very pleased to see them here. That's the fundamental point. They can be a pain in the neck. I've taught them, by the way, for 40 years. I'm retired, so I'm used to them. But I think they're very good for the area, and they wake us up and keep us alive.
However, there's another side to the story. There's evidence that Jesmond students aren't just a hindrance. In fact, Newcastle University says that in 2018, their students brought over £150 million to the local area, as well as supporting over 4,000 jobs. I paid a visit to local restaurant owner Chucho Tavison to talk about how students impact his business. You're Chucho of Chucho's Restaurant.
Yeah.
And so, can you tell me a little bit about your business, what you do here?
Okay, what we do is Mexican food.
And how long have you been here in Jesmond?
6 months already. 6 months.
So you were here during some of the summer months. Did you find that it became more busy once the students came back to university?
When the students gone, my sales get down a little bit, because I think it's very important the students in this area more for all the locals. I think when the students are here, the Jesmond get alive again, you know. When they are not, sales get down.
So obviously you've got a very lively, colourful business here. There's music playing, there's offers and stuff. So do you think that all of this is going to attract students to come to your business?
I hope, yeah. I have to be to try to catch them with the eye, you know, to try to make something nice, and they can check if it's nice food, nice location. So everything that we do here was just to make for the students, and not just the students, all the customers, you know.
I visited Jesmond Dean Food Market to find out whether other local business owners agreed that Jesmond students really do contribute to their businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's quite a lot of uni students live in Jesmond because a lot of them have student houses. So this is like something local for them, so they just come along all the time. It's quite a chilled environment, yeah. So obviously everyone normally comes out in quite like big groups, so it's just like a big laugh really.
Particularly in Jesmond, we engage with students quite a lot because there's so many students around. I employ students to work with me as well, so you know that's really positive. And I think students in general have a big impact, particularly on the Jesmond area as well.
So yeah, the students do play a large part in our business locally on the bridge and on the quayside. You know, it definitely makes a positive difference, I believe, having the students living in the area.
So it's clear, the relationship between local Jesmond residents and students isn't always perfect, but it's evident that students bring a lot to local businesses and the economy. It's through events, such as the market we're at today, that local students and residents can live in harmony. I've got a burger with my name on it over here.